welcome back to another of the BSL podcast and vlog. All right, y'all, this is gonna be super deep. So I'm here to say, like, I'm getting energy, like, strap up, you feel me? Like, buckle up. All right. I want to start off by saying, I'm here to say, okay, y'all, y'all gonna hear me say I'm hearing. I'm a psychic. I have clairaudience, so I hear, I hear beyond, okay, from the beyond. If you know, you know. All right. So I know a lot of, like, things that normal people don't know. Okay. But I feel the energy of being vulnerable today. And I also was picking up, why do I want to do this? Why am I doing this? Like, regardless of views, regardless of path. I feel like I'm here to say relatability. That was my recollection with myself, was relatability. People, I'm putting this shit out here for people who are going through this stuff, people who are secretly feeling this way, and you try to, like, hold it in, or you're trying to understand this by yourself and you're not talking to anyone, or you don't know what sources to go to, or you don't have resources and everything. So I'm here to say I'm that B, you feel me? So I'm that person that you needed to hear from. I'm that person that puts this out here, and you're able to feel that comfort to know, like, you're not the only one going through this shit. This is the masses. Okay. All right. Also, specifically, we have to touch on generations as well. Our generational crew, the people who are kind of like, we're kind of on a mission and you don't even know it, to be, a lot of us are supposed to be like CEOs and business owners and things like that. Because I believe from astrology, and again, we're going to get into astrology, so this is for people who understand astrology. If you don't, you can still stay here, but this is definitely hitting for people who understand astrology or are interested in astrology. If you know your birth chart, okay, I focus on Western and sidereal, but I'm more of a Vedic sidereal person or whatever, because I'm more about the destiny of where we going, why am I going there, when is it happening type of thing, versus Western is more of, like, the how, it's more like the psyche, the tropical, like the emotion of things, like understanding your psyche, okay, the psychological reason behind something or why you're doing things, versus like the specific destiny coded energy. Okay, so I want to first of all start off from just the generics of, shout out to my people with Mercury in your chart. That means Gemini, Virgo. All right. And that's not to say what I'm about to say, preluding to what I'm going to say. It's not to say that I have any career placements in Mercury, Gemini, Virgo. But I want to say, like, two things. I know a lot of us suffer with this. One, having too many talents. Okay. I want to say it with frustration. I don't feel like it's a good thing, because I'm not a person that likes to exude my energy into a million fucking things and it's not gonna grow. I like to put my energy, like, in a sense of intention into something and know it's gonna grow. But see, that Gemini shit, that fucking Gemini, I won't say it's Gemini specific, because Virgo is more sporadic, and it is more like an energy of wanting to be meticulous about certain things and zone in on it, but it can still have that energy of, I was gonna touch on Virgo for a different reason, so let's set that aside. Specifically, let's focus on Gemini, which is the mouth hands. Okay, I believe maybe the arms as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I noticed, like, I have a Gemini Taurus cusp rising, right? So I can be like a little chameleon. I can literally almost, like, transform between, like, different personalities, like how I come off, because your rising, your ascendant is how you come off, your persona, before people know who you truly are. But not just that, it's career as well, like the stuff you may feel, just maybe like hobbies, the thing you feel drawn to. You may just find yourself, like, you know how to do so much, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Gemini rules hands. It rules hands or whatever. Okay, it rules hands and it rules them out. Okay, so a lot of jobs deal with, I'm here to say, speaking and communication, and a lot of jobs rules hands. So when I tell y'all, like, tattooing, artistry, singing, I guess performing, theatrics, comedy, sales, all right, working on any type of, like, mechanics, you know, driving. Y'all, can we go on? Like, I have so many fucking skills. It's crazy. And I say that to say, when you're more like, some people don't mind it, you know, like, I'll dabble in this, I'll dabble in that, I'll dabble in this. I've tried, that doesn't work for me. I just need one thing so I can go hard. You know what I mean? So for me, it's a little frustrating, but we're getting somewhere with that. Okay, that's that. Then we have the Virgo energy I want to point out. I've seen that kind of with the Gemini and a Virgo energy. So that might be like a Mercury thing, communication, sapiosexual. When it comes to relationships, I found myself to kind of, because, you know, people like try to say like, that I'm here to say the air signs and Sag, like, certain signs aren't as committal as other signs, but it's not that, y'all. It's the fact that we commit in certain ways. And I wanted to say, like, this is my makeup. I'm not gonna go into like my Venus and my 7th house placement, which you can look at it for yourself if you know how to break it down. But I like use Vedic, but I'm gonna tell y'all my cusp, okay, Western cusp. So it's like, all of them change besides my sun. My sun is Leo and Western and Sidereal. My ascendant is Gemini, cusp Taurus. So Western, Sidereal. And my moon is Capricorn, Sag. That's whatever. That's Western, Sidereal. So I see the energy of why, you know, I can come off as like non-committal to some people, or it's like I don't just jump. I'm not the kind of person that just like to jump into, you know, relationships. I can have the spontaneity, but in order for it to happen, I really have to feel like this person is my best friend. I'm here to say, go best friend, okay? I notice I like relationships that feel like a best friend. I like the bestie type of connections. Like, I'm the kind of person that will fall in love with my best friend. I'm the kind of person that wants to be able to fall in love with my best friend. I want a friend as a relationship. I want my person to feel like my close friend. I want to act stupid and be silly and be retarded. And some people don't understand that. Some people don't get that. A lot of people search for relationships in a sense of lust and from attraction and you know, what they want their ideal person to have, things like that. Like, but I feel like people skip over the friendship portion. Like, without the foundation of a friendship, meaning basically just someone who fucking understands you and they just like you for who you are, no matter what you do, that's a friend. Now, you can get some fake ass friends, but I'm just saying, like, what a real friend is supposed to be someone who is like, who just genuinely like fucks with you and they like hang around with you. But you see with some like relationships, like, they do not have their friendly dynamic where they feel like they can't be themselves, or it's like they're putting on, you know, these personas and these facades and shit to fucking please their person. They're going in and out of their way to make the person happy or to be happy in a relationship. And then you see a lot of them, they don't like to spend time with each other. And that's the things I would like to avoid, but also it's just natural to me too. I don't necessarily feel drawn to a person unless they come off like a friend. And that means real chill shit, real light work, playful, funny. If you come on too aggressive towards me, a lot of times I don't feel excited about it. It be feeling like, you know, pump your brakes, my boy. It be feeling like that, you know. But I feel like some people need to hear that if you don't understand why I am kind of low-key telling you why this is happening and things like that. You know, I think this is like a more of a revel or more of a reveal of why this is stuff happening versus like the telling y'all how to deal with it. But I'm just like, we're going to keep getting deeper. You feel me? I'm going to try to stick it out with you guys because I feel like I'm a certain kind of person, but we're going to get into that. But yeah, this is the two things I'm here to talk about, y'all. And I want y'all to get into the comments and let's discuss this, okay? Oh yeah, but yeah, too, that I just want to throw that out there. But we're going to get back into the career thing. So right, y'all, this is the deeper portion of it, is that I feel like I have been struggling with career, y'all, like almost my entire life, right? And I'm gonna put out the shit for my astrologer people so y'all can feel this. All right. Now I have a lot of my main planets. I'm gonna just throw it out there. I have a lot of my main planets out. This is gonna be sidereal. I'm not about to do the most and do Vedic. Do Western as well. I'm gonna just tell y'all because it just changes a sign. But it's just kind of the same for both though when it comes to houses. So I have like all the main planets in my 4th house, which is 4th house is the house of home. It's also the house of like kind of the hidden things that the personal life, you know. So I have my sun, my Mercury, I got my Sun, my Mercury, my Venus, my Jupiter, and I got Mars in the 5th house. But still, it's in Leo. All these are in Leo in Vedic though. But regardless, I'm just talking about the house. They all in the 4th house besides my Mars in the 5th. But the fact it's in the 4th house, that means it's underneath the chart, meaning all this shit is hidden. So it's like all of my talents are fucking hidden. A lot of people don't know a lot about me. A lot of people don't know a lot of things about when it comes to what I'm capable of. But then you got the rest, like all the other rest of the planets, you know, in my 8th house. And then even with some of the asteroids and shit like that. So I have Lilith, North Node, Port of Fortune, the Moon, Uranus, Neptune. Yay, I got all them up in my fucking 8th house, y'all. And that's the house of secrets, right? So I'm more y'all. So y'all know what I'm dealing with, right? My fucking career is a motherfucking secret, and I'm a psychic. You feel me? So I could be like, yeah, Spirit, tell me, blah, 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 blah. They'll tell me certain things, but sometimes I be feeling like that shit they tell me, honestly, I don't be believing it. I don't be believing it like, nah, so that can't be. Or whatever, because I feel like, too, I'm still building my rapport with the spiritual realm, too. So I don't take everything they say, you know, it's so hard, because when they read for other people, that shit be so accurate, it be scary. But when they read for me, I be feel like they play games. They play my games. Even if I try to go to somebody else and get the reading, I feel like they only tell them like a little bit of this, you know what I mean? But y'all, I feel like if y'all feel like your fucking career is a mystery, look and see, y'all, if y'all have fucking, what they call it? If y'all have, what they call them, y'all? When you have a cluster of planets in one house or in one sign, I believe the terminology, I don't know, y'all. My brain is not that smart right now, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's more than 4, I think. Baby, I've outdid myself with what's going on. So it makes me feel like I'm either meant to be something grand, or like I'm supposed to fight. They literally showing me a visual of me like swimming through the mud, man, to get to wherever the hell I'm going, y'all. Like, I am so flubberfluckered, like, you know, phrase Bernardo. I don't know, y'all guys. Give me a word, because your girl been trying to figure out my career for the longest. I'm not a person that likes to just be pursuing a bunch of stuff. I've done that when I was younger. It's giving like we are pushing 40. Like, let's figure it out. But I'm also a person, I'm not a money chaser either. I want to have a job that is fulfilling my soul, like something that makes me feel happy. You feel me? I don't just want to be doing some shit for some money. You feel me? Like, that ain't me. You know what I mean? But that's my thing right now, y'all, that I feel like I'm still going through it, you know, because I feel like I've always got a way to make money, but it's giving, what's the career that's gonna take a girl to the top? Like, what's the career that's gonna make my heart stop? I'm hearing, like, what's that career? Okay, like, I'm still figuring it out. I'm still doing a lot of research and things like that about this and everything. But I also move off of intuition, you guys. And then sometimes I just surrender and I just go with the flow. Okay? So if y'all with me, y'all let me know what y'all feel like. I want to discuss this and everything. And I'll say again, like I always say, y'all give me some topics that y'all would like to know that I can really get deep down and dark, you know. I mean, I can go into the darkness with you, baby. We can talk about like why your exes come back, and like, you know, when it comes to how to know who is meant for you. And we can talk about stuff that like people don't really talk about, y'all. Like, bitch, I mean, y'all gotta ask her, girl. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna just talk about it. And you know, I'm not the kind of person, I'm not going to pick subjects. I'm not going to look yonder and yonder about what people are talking about. Y'all got to come to me, because it's me. It's me. I'm unique. I'm one person. I'm one of one. So when I see Spirit send the people to me, we gonna get down and deep and dirty. But this is my personal stuff, y'all, that I be talking about. And I just be, you know, knowing that, you know, the relatability of like, I know I ain't the only one, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's a group. And I wanted to say that I think the group of people born under Uranus and Neptune and Capricorn, I believe, and Vedic is Sag, so flip and switch it, but that makes sense. You know, the collective, that's supposed to be like bosses. That's why you saw so many people working for their self. Like, it's given, definitely. But I know some people are like, I feel like a lot of the shit is just kind of be happening, you know. So I feel like a lot of stuff is timing, but some of us, you know, still are trying to find like what that specific thing is, you know, what that niche is. But I mean, I already work for myself, so for me, it's just more of like, what's the thing that takes me all the way where I know I should be at? You feel me? What a Capricornian, like, boss energy. You know, like Steve Jobs, you know, Oprah Winfrey. That's the type of ideas I have, you know what I mean, that I keep close to my chest or whatever. And I just wait for the money to manifest so I can be able to do these conglomerate type of things, you feel me? So yeah, y'all let me know if y'all feel me, you feel me? That energy when you feel like you destined for greatness, but you don't understand, like, you know, how, when, what, where. Like, you know I feel it, dude. I know it's meant for me. But sometimes, again, when you break that shit down like a camelback, and sometimes it's a way that you may feel like you need or you're supposed to be recognized, but it may be in a specific way. And sometimes the recognition of picking up could come later on in life. Like, you may pass away and build a legacy. You may pass on a legacy. You may pass away, or either at an older age, people discover you. Like, some of us got that fucked up misfortune. Like, it's given, like, yeah, boy, I mean, you gonna go down in history, my boy, you know what I'm saying? But like, not right now. But again, like, I love y'all. Be sweet. You heard me. Check your girl out. All right, on my YouTube is Be Sweet Love. But a lot of my stuff, I put a lot of the main videos on here, so y'all go check out the reels to see all the rest of the videos and everything. Or y'all can go shoot to the YouTube if y'all just want to keep up and watch it in the playlist tab. All right, so it'll be BSL is what it is. BSL Podcast, Be Sweet Love YouTube, and B.E. Winfield Instagram. All right, love you so much. Bye.